Hello and welcome back to Punxsutawney. In this episode I've got a couple of major objectives that I want to get through, so I'm going to get straight into it. So let's go and have a look at the first one. The first one is to get this all pulled apart, lifted and moved over to this area over here where I started clearing out in between episodes. So if you remember, before this episode all of this was full with sand and sandstone and all sorts. So I've cleared all that down to the base, which is where I want it to be. And eventually I'm going to basically knock away all of this mountain of sand and sandstone all the way back. Or at least until, you know, the other side of the hill. I don't know how far I want to go, but I need a lot of sand. So I'm just going to knock it all down. That's no problem to me. So we're going to move that sugarcane farm from over there to over here. Because I've got lots of sandstone, I'm going to use that as the principal building block there. I'm going to have a go at using some different styles of sandstone. And the second job that I've got on today is down in my zombie spawner area down below over there. And what I want to do is I want to get a couple of villager zombies out and get them cured and get them transferred up here somewhere. Just find a space and block them in and get them breeding, so I get a little villager breeder going on, because I want lots of villagers for another big project which I want to take on, which is going to be centered around about here somewhere. So basically I'm going to have to build everything else around it. What I want to do is I want to get an iron golem farm going up above me here, but I don't just want one up there, I want 4 in a row going straight down. So I'm going to have to take out basically most of this chunk. And the reason I want it to center on here is so that I can get it to connect up with the slime farm and get the drops passed into the same upward elevator thing. So anyway, that's for another day. That at the moment that's just a plan, but I can get 4 iron farms on one spot right here going up and then start getting some real iron coming out. And that'll be amazing. Never having to worry about iron again. Just doing some AFK for a night and come back and plenty of iron. So anyway, sorry, back to the beginning. The first thing that we're doing is going to be tearing down this. So I've already taken out the timer system at the back there, and I'm just going to rip out everything that's there and shift it over to that corner there. So I'm going to tear this down and I'll bring you back in when we start building it back up over there. And we're back. So I've got a few little items in my hotbar there, which you can see. I've got some slime blocks and some redstone and all sorts of things. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this hopper clock that I need. So let's just put that straight down there. I think that's far enough over. Yeah. Actually, this is quicker to break with the pickaxe there, isn't it? So I want these facing into each other. Then I want to get my comparators down here and here. I want them facing into solid blocks, and then next to the solid blocks I want some redstone. And that's pretty much the principle of it. Just need to get my sticky pistons in place next, and a block of redstone, and that's the hopper clock done. So I'm just going to throw some items in there. I think that is what I've got this stack of diorite for. That's going to deal with the timings. Next, let's get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. Next we're going to put a torch up on there, and that's going to deal with the pulse. So what you'll see is that when this empties for a split second, that's going to come on, and that's going to give us a solid pulse, which is going to power all of the pistons, which are going to go up here somewhere. So I'm not going to wait for that because that's actually going to take quite a while. So I'm just going to put that in there and start laying out where things are going to go. So if I put my sticky piston there, then I'm going to have to take out that and put in, let's get rid of you, put those in, put in a couple of furnaces. Now the reason you put furnaces in, there we go, that was the pulse, is because I'm going to put slime blocks on here, and the slime blocks won't move unless Well, if they won't try and push more than, I think, 8 blocks at a time. And the problem is with that, the slime blocks will attach themselves to absolutely anything and everything. So they would attach themselves to that wall, which would be useless, whereas the furnaces can't be pushed by slime blocks. So that's that. And that's that. So, because that's there, this is where my sand's going to go. I'm going to put my sand down there. That grows up 1, then it grows up 2, then it gets pushed off. Yep, that's perfect. And that's the right length. Great. Do the same here. You can use dirt for this, but because I've got rather an abundance of sand, I'm just going to use the sand for it instead. So let's just put these out here. So this is where the water stream's going to go, straight down there. And we'll do the same on the other side. Right, let's get some water in there, and then I can clear up my hotbar a little bit. Ooh, perfect. Now the only downside with this design is it's a little bit big. It's a little bit wide. It's a little bit wider than what I would have wanted anyway. I mean, look at all this space down here. And that's all the redstone done. I mean, it's a very, very simple redstone design here. And you can keep going up just by having a torch tower going up from there. So you can layer this up as much as you want. You don't have to run a line upwards. You just take redstone torches up in a tower straight there. So very simple redstone, very, very simple indeed. Next, I'm going to need to start putting some glass across the front here to catch it, because when these pop off, they really, really pop off. We're not just talking about, you know, just falling off down there. They'll end up in the sea. You know, they actually go miles. So you need a full block here to stop it from just firing off all the way into the sea. And then we need something going over the top and all that kind of thing. But basically that's done. I think what I'll do is I'll cut it there for a moment, spend a little bit of time decorating this up, make it look nice and pretty, because I'm going to have to go and craft up some furnaces to go across the top and the underneath and various places. So there's a few sort of crafting jobs to be done, and then I'll bring you back in when that's done and we can have a little look at it. And there you have it. That is it, basically finished. I want to find a slightly nicer way to put the sides on, or sort of tidy up the sides. And down here I've just sort of got a temporary chest, which is just going to get the ball rolling for now, but what I want is a lot more down there so that I can just collect chest upon chest upon chest. And obviously in the not too distant future I'm going to go up another level with this, and another level on this. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But for now, that is not too bad. Quite happy with it. It's got a slightly wider footprint than I'd have liked, but still. I like the fact that the redstone's pretty tidy. But I just don't know how to get these two slime block sort of things closer to each other. I had a go with that and, you know, just mess. Slime blocks stick to everything, including other pistons, so not really worth going into. But there we go, that's the start. What I'm going to do is over the next sort of few episodes I'll come back here and just sort of show you the next level of progress where it keeps going up, because this is exceptionally cheap to do when you've got the slime blocks. There's very, very few resources that go into it. So anyway, that's that done. So the next job was to get downstairs and get started on getting some villagers, or some zombie villagers, which we can cure. So I'll go ahead with that and we'll come back in a moment. Right, what I've got set up here now is I've got this track running straight down here and across and off the end. So the first one that comes out will drop into that block and just sit there and wait. So all that I've got to do now is wait for one to drop and pop a minecart underneath it. Let's see, I need that one there. Yeah. So there we go, it's time for the waiting game. got one. So, if I put this down right there, off he goes. Off enough? No? Shit. These things are not as easy to get sorted as they used to be. Getting entities into your minecart is no mean feat. What do I have to do now to get you to go back? Do I have to push you? That's no good. Well, I guess you're going nowhere, so you can just wait there whilst I get somebody else. So here we go, let's wait for contestant number 2. And then we have another one. This one's wearing armour, full armour, so that could be fun. Let's see if I can get this one from there. Yep, and off it goes. Right. So there are my 2. I'm going to have to knock out this wall to get at them. And they are very difficult to shift around now, but the next job for me is to head off into the nether and get myself some nether wart. And get some potions brewing to get them cured up. Right, here we are. I've just started curing this zombie villager up. I threw the splash potion of weakness on him and then gave him a golden apple. There was a massive noise and he started shaking. Now, I thought I was recording, but I just missed that. I missed the opportunity. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to cure them down here. And once this guy's cured, I'm going to push him right into the corner and build up a wall here so that he can't get out at all. And then I can get a little water shaft above his head and just pass him straight up through a water shaft into the overground area. And from there I can start breeding up the villagers the way that I want to. So let's just watch this guy go. There it is. Perfect. So it looks... You've sort of come up halfway in a block there, my friend. Looting 2, that's not bad. That's not bad, I can live with that. So anyway, I'm just going to get that guy completely boxed in for now. I didn't mention, but the other one that we got actually despawned, and it doesn't surprise me that much because... look, there's another one in there. I wonder if it's worth just trying to get that one whilst I'm here. Now, what's going to happen? They're going to go forward, they're going to hit that, they're going to try and eat me, that's not a problem. Let's get rid of you, because you're no good. Right, let's just give this a go. It used to be that you could just grab them up in the cart and they wouldn't actually... Whoops. And they would never be able to hit you. But now these guys can definitely hit you. Come on, there. At last. Right, I found a little routine that's going to work. Go on. Or not. Okay, I think I'll just kill these guys off because they're making a lot of noise. Okay, one more try, because he's just there. Okay, I'll cut there and see what I manage to achieve. Right, got him. So this one looks like it's got a black coat on, so that would make it a blacksmith or something of the ilk. Blacksmith, armorsmith or something. So, first things first, let's get rid of this. If I can. There it goes at last. Right. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's just do you right here. So, let's put that down there. Let's throw that on you. Let's give you that. Brilliant. So that's the second one. Now the chances are that as soon as As soon as it becomes a normal villager again, it is not going to want to be anywhere near those guys up there. But for now, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to cut there and just try and see what I can organise in the meantime and get things together a bit better. Right, and we're back, and as you can see, I've got both of these villager guys in that one little hole. I just had the most fun being chased around by this one whilst he was a zombie. I ran everywhere and I didn't want to hurt him, and you know, it was just so stupid. I should have been recording. It would have made quite a good little time lapse and you'd have got to see me running away from a zombie for about 5 minutes whilst it cured up. So let's see, I've made a real mess down here, but you know, what the heck. I'll get that tidied up a bit later. Come back down here and make this a slightly bigger room. But objective number 1 filled. I now have 2 villagers that I wanted. Now this one's going to have a trade for coal. Yep, and it's armour. That is amazing. That means I can get a diamond chest from him, and the other one is a librarian, which basically means I'm good to go and get... Sorry, I filled this in just in case. I'm good to go and get all of my sugarcane that I've been saving up, turn it to paper, and come back down here and start doing some trades with them. But just to be sure, I am going to fill in all of these gaps. There, nothing's getting in. They're not going anywhere. So I'm going to go up and get my paper and start doing some trading. Right, and we're back, and I've filled up my inventory with paper. So let's just see what I can manage with this. I'm going to have to remove that. Kind of just want to keep them both way down there. And somehow I'm going to have to get that librarian out of the minecart at the back without damaging him. So first I really want to do some trading just to get the health up. So let's see if I can do this without killing him. Lovely. And there we are, that's as much as I'm getting this time. Right, let's give you a go there. Perfect. Right, let's see if I can get you in the same spot. Do I have a bucket of water? No. Can I do some more trading? Yeah, let's do some more trading. Let's have a go at getting these guys up to the surface now, and then we'll come back in a moment or two. Right, so everything's done. I've got the water chute in up there, which you can just about see. I just need to put in this last water source, and these 2 guys should go up. And there's a lot of noise behind me because I've been building this and the zombies have been building up, so let's get that in. I'm gonna try and swim up ahead of them if I'm allowed, because what I really want to do is get in a couple of blocks just to block it all off properly at the top, so they've got a little glass box to sit in. Right, here we are. Where is it? There, that way. Right, that way. Grand. Let's get the glass down on the hotbar. Let's get that one in there and that one in there. Now these guys are coming up now. Fantastic. So that's my 2 villagers. All I've got to do now is go back down and have a little tidy up down there and sort out the mess that I've made making this water chute, which shouldn't take too long. I've got a load of blocks. I can just fill it in pretty easily. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. In fact, maybe we can just do that very quickly on camera. Ooh, look at that. maybe get that later. So first things first, I need to get rid of that one. That single sign, if I can fight the tide. Yeah, come on. And then up, 1, 2, there we go. Perfect. So all that I've got to do now is fill this in as I go down. It's probably going to take longer than I thought, but it doesn't matter. They're safe up there, that's the main thing. That is the main thing. So I'll get on with that and come back in a few moments. Right, so I had a very quick tidy up at the back there. It's nothing special, but the job's pretty much done. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up and throw in all of my extra bits of vegetable here. Hopefully that'll get them in the mood for making some more villagers. Might just throw down some doors in the area as well and just see what happens. Because I've done some trading with them, I've given them some food, they should be in pretty good form. All that I want to see is a few particles. Oh, they're throwing the food back and forth, that's a good sign. Right, and we're back in. They haven't done anything much yet. My computer decided to do a thing, so not much has really happened. I'm going to leave them there for now and spend some time off camera just trying to get them happy and in a better space and all that kind of thing. So I think that's it for today. Let's take the hat and the chest off so you can... Oh, I might as well take trousers off as well. So that's going to be everything for the day. It's been quite a long day for me. There's been quite a few mistakes made, but you know, we got there in the end. And I've got my 2 villagers over there now, and in the next episode I'm going to work on giving them a bit more space, and I'm going to give them some space to actually do some farming as well. I know I don't have a brown coat in there at the moment, but I'm hoping that they produce one reasonably soon and I can get things sort of automated and they can start breeding themselves up. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please consider leaving a like, and if you'd like to see some more of this, send me a subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.